Alright, as we lock and load on into the game here, this is going to be game number 3 in this best of 5. Who will win? Will it be MitosisBurnt or My Toast is Burnt, depending on how you want to read it, or will it be Team East Coast here? As we get everything all locked and loaded. So far, there's been no invades yet in this series here. Understandable, as nobody wants to potentially throw away the game with something so risky as an invade. MitosisBurnt will be Team Blue, and of course, Purple Team will be Team East Coast. Now, last time these guys were on this side, it was a very close game. That was game number 1. And similar teams coming out for, again, this is going to be Team East Coast. They run a very engage-heavy team. They want to fight in lanes. They want to fight in choke points. They want to fight where the enemy is going to group on up. But MitosisBurnt, for the last 2 games, have shown that they like to spread on out. They keep the fight kind of separated here. As Cody Kuhn decided to do the troll march, trolling on his little way, keeping his bush, staying underneath his little bridge, keeping safe. Now we do see Mashi looks like he's going to be going on over for the blue buff, something a little bit different, as this will be a big pace changer here. We've normally seen the junglers go on for that bottom buff because they get the assistance of that bot lane, which allows them to then clear the jungle so much more fast, so much faster. Not more fast. This then allows them to use one less health pot and clear the buffs so that they can go and gank mid or top, of course. Master Yi going to be able to gank it a little bit sooner, actually just about the same time as Wukong. It's going to be right around that 3 minute and 25 seconds for both these junglers here when they will be ganking. And already you see that these guys in mid are going to be duking it out as Joy of Gaming dashing around everywhere, making sure that he can keep as close to as possible to Lamenta. Ignite is going to go down, and First Blood already going to get picked up from Joy of Gaming. A very interesting start. Most Yasuo's choosing to start with that Q. Instead, he's going on through and dashing through the enemies, as now Lamenta comes back with the teleport going on in, and there is Spoofu able to turn around and pick up the kill, and a quick 1-to-1 already on these mid laners here. Very aggressive play and a nice teleport from the Fizz, and one of those things that if you don't pay attention to the summoner spells, things like that are going to happen. You're going to stay in that lane thinking that you're safe. You know, I have another 10 seconds before he's going to come down mid lane. And all of a sudden, that teleport onto the tower, and it quickly changes on over. As Orb going in on a Cody Kuhn. The Ignite is going to go down, but Cody is not going to die. Typing in the face of his enemy, he is not scared. As I Can't Summon absorbing a whole bunch of damage. The nice pop-up, though, from Low Wings. And make sure that I Can't Summon gets close enough for the auto attack. Everyone farming it on out, playing very passive as Yasuo comes back with the double Doran's Blade. So he's going to be getting 8 health back every time that he auto-attacks in that lane. And he already has that mobility. And very confident, it looks like, with the Yasuo. Fizz comes back. And I Can't Summon is going to be absorbing some of that damage. Just proc 1, 2, and 3. There's the stun. Double exhaust going down as I Can't Summon is going to be forced to flash on away. But the counter flash from Blazing is going to pick the kill. As now it's Hardy in the middle of a whole bunch of minions. But he's going in onto Blazing. The nice pop-up from Little Wings. And it's Hardy, or Heartsea, is going to be forced to run on away with a quarter HP. As Blazing doing a great job utilizing the bushes, making sure that Blazing cannot get the auto attack, or it's Heartsea cannot get the auto attacks off. A very, very nice job. As Orb and Cody duking it out still in the top lane. These guys, they're like brothers. I hit you, you hit me. I hit you, you hit me. The difference is, Orb, if he times it correctly, can use, of course, his knockback, and a great dodge from Lamenta here onto Joy of Gaming. Make sure that he doesn't take any damage. Overall, Joy very, very scary here. Where we see Fiora is able to use that parry. If I'm not mistaken, is what it is there. Or the Repus. Used to be parry, and it was changed on over, but Spoofu is going to find Bouncy Kawamo in the jungle, has the red buff proccing, using that gap close. The true damage is ticking. Will the red buff beat Bouncy Kawamo so very low as we see Joy Gaming and Lamenta duking it out here in the mid lane. Action everywhere, as already we go on in, and Lamenta still choosing to go with Joy of Gaming, the pop-up. Oh, but the nice dodge and the damage comes out! Lamenta with a very clutch play, using the Playful Trickster, saving it as long as possible, dropping on down for that massive AoE splash damage, picking up the kill onto Joy of Gaming. Incredible play. In bottom, we just see that I Can't Summon. What he needs to do with this Tristana is utilize the early game damage that they have, and of course at level 6, with the stun and knockback that they can get, as it's Heartsy getting poked on down. Pretty much I Can't Summon, dashes to a minion, dashes to Tristana, uses that Frostbite, applies 1 stack, and then 2 more. Tristana auto-attacks once, that is going to be a stun, and they can win trades all day long. There's a nice Frostbite, again, harass from I Can't Summon. Even though they did take some of the damage away, it is still a great tool to harass down in the bot lane. I Can't Summon taking so much less damage, making sure that he can protect his carry. But it's Heartsy, he is getting poked on down in this lane. Wants to go on home, has nothing but that Doran's Blade for that sustain to try and get some HP on back. And everywhere, every lane, slowly just farming, trying to get the lead that they can. The Joy of Gaming with a nice pop-up that doesn't land as Lamenta predicting it here with a great Playful Trickster. And Braum as well, with some great shields. Lamenta wants to go in onto Joy of Gaming, but Joy keeping his distance, always moving around, utilizing his flow, so that when he gets maxed, he gets that shield, which allows him to trade even easier. But Joy of Gaming is going to be taken very low, and Lamenta picks up the kill, does not care. Joy of Gaming dashing on around, and this Fizz just says, that's fine, because I'm going to auto-attack you all day, as now the ultimate comes out from Cody, and he's gonna evaporate this Fiora. Ignite is gonna tick onto Cody-kun, but it is not gonna be enough as he picks up the kill there in top lane. Overall, 4 kills for MitosisBurnt. That's 1 on the Caitlyn, 1 on the Yi, and 2 on the Fizz. But this time, Team East Coast picking up 2 kills of their own, 1 on that Trundle, and of course, 1 in onto Joy of Gaming, that Yasuo here in the mid lane. This is what they're looking for, just trying to get Trundle doing a great job getting early lifesteal so that he can stay in that lane just as long as this Fiora does, who is rushing, and you see has that Brutalizer. Fiora with a lot of damage already. So when she goes on in there, that ultimate is going to be down. She did die in the Blade Waltz. The Ignite did tick on away and killed her. But even still, she is very scared, or should be scared, of the Trundle. The Trundle has the Dorn Shield, has the armor going for the Ninja Tabby, because a lot of auto attackers, Caitlyn, Master Yi, and Fiora, all auto attackers. So he can take reduced damage here. As Lamenta has a pink on that mid side, making sure that his jungler can come on in and gank if needed. Now going to be picking up that blue, not giving it away over to the Yasuo as it's not needed. Yasuo with the cooldowns does good, but orb already, ton of damage coming on out. And even through all the armor, that Brutalizer is negating most of it, as now Joy of Gaming and Lamenta are going to be duking it out once again in the mid lane. But Lamenta with that Seastone Trident ticking on down. Will it be enough? No. That passive from Yasuo, of course, getting that shield. About trying to go on in. But there's Spoofu, who is going to gap close and dodge the pop-up. Joy of Gaming is going to get hit with red buff, and he's going to drop as Ignite is going to get put down onto Spoofu. But he's going to be able to heal on up, as now Cody-kun once again going in onto Orb. That parry is going to stop the damage, but taking a bite out of crime like Scruff McGruff, he says, Fiora, I've had enough. You're going on home the quickest way possible. That's in a body bag. As we take a look at bottom, Tristana is 6, John is 6, Caitlyn is 6, I Can't Summon is the only one who's not 6 yet. He's waiting to drop that ultimate, pop everybody on up, and make a fight happen for his team. And I Can't Summon getting taken to about half HP. Now it's Spoofu and Bachikawawa are going to be duking it out. But there's the Cyclone coming out. Spoofu is very low, trying to run on away. But Lamenta shows up to save the day as Cody coming from top lane, trying to pick up the kill here onto Spoofu, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to walk on away. Everyone, at least bow very low here, is going to get spotted from that ward as Frostbite goes down. There's the exhaust as well. They cannot put the damage down. Tristana, one more auto attack, does get the stun. I Can't Summon is not 6. There's a counter exhaust coming out onto It's Heartsy, and the heal from Little Wings is going to keep blazing. Nice at full HP As well as that shield is going to give Blazing now some extra damage here. As now we see on over, Lamenta is going to get popped down up, but Joy of Gaming is stuck on out. There's Chum the Waters, and Orb's going to pick up a kill, and a red buff now stolen away from Team East Coast's. Bounchigawamo, as he was forced to go on away, did not have the Cyclone, cannot stay in the jungle any longer. Rom finally picking up the ultimate, but he is very low here, waiting to see if MitosisBurnt will go and dive them in this bot lane. It is going to be the question, as now Orb with a red buff in top, level 8, tying, as this gives Orb a great opportunity to poke down Trundle and win trades all the time. There we see Orb already going in onto Cody, putting him to half HP, but Cody is very confident, has the Ninja Tabby, has that Sword of the Occult to slow, and he is not afraid at all to use that big ol' Icy Club to beat down his opponents. As we see Spoofu trying to go on in here to Joy of Gaming, and Lamenta goes in, does a lot of damage, but he's going to be tanking the tower as he switches on over. There's a Seastone Trident that's going to be taken on down, but Joy of Gaming tries to pick up the kill. Will the tower be able to do enough? No. Bounchigawamo shows on up, does have the Cyclone, the Flash. Nimbus Strike, crushing blow. The Cyclone is not going out. There it is. He's trying to get close enough. Will he do it? Lamenta trying to run away. There's the pop of the tower, though. Seastone Trident is going to tick on down and pick up the kills. Now Spoofu is going to go into that meditate and heal on back, as I can't summon. Going to be using that shield, taking a lot less reduced damage, walking away from that cupcake as it is so fattening. But there's the ultimate that is going to pop up Little Wings as it's Heartsy. Little Wings has no mana. He gets stuns. It's Heartsy still trying to do the damage as Blazing's doing it as well. Will it tick on down? It does. It's Heartsy picks up the kill on Little Wings over at the Dragon, as now it's Orb showing up into bottom. And Fiora trying to get close enough to It's Heartsy. Will she use the ultimate? There's the Blade Waltz and the Ignite, and it's going to be able to pick up the kill as she's going to walk away now. And I Can't Summon, who does flash, and Orb does not want to continue on as Blazing used the ultimate. Not going to be enough to hit I Can't Summon and take him on down. But 3 members of MitosisBurnt are now bottom. Could choose to push it on out as Trundle takes that top tower. Crazy plays going all over the place. And in top, Trundle picks up that tower, and now Lamenta is going to be duking it out with Kodiku, and Lamenta waiting for the cooldowns. Does use the Playful Trickster, trying to run on away. There's Orb using the Yomu's Ghost Play, going in onto Joy of Gaming, and there's the critical double crit back to back, and that picked up the kill here. All it took was that Yomu's in a little bit of crit. There's the Chum the Waters going in onto Kodiku, and there's the Janna, who is going to come in with the shield and pop up to CC down Kodiku as he's going to fall here to Lamenta. Overall, 11 kills to 5 in favor of MitosisBurnt, 20,000 gold to 17,000 gold. And if you take a look, it is on some high damage characters. 4,000 is going to be on that Fiora, as well as almost 5,000 for the Fizz. Everyone chilling around the 4, and Wukong slightly behind, as well as Tristana and the Yasuo here. Fizz has the Seeker's Armguard, has the Magic Pen boots, and of course has that Sheen, so his burst damage and potential is off of the charts. It is so high as Orb tries to come on down, get some of that farm. There's no one to back him on up as Joy of Gaming and Blazing are going to be duking it out. Blazing nowhere to run, Fail flashes on into the wall as Joy of Gaming picks up the kill and resets his kill counter as he's now 2-7. Which means that Lamenta and Lil Wings are out for blood. The ward is there, but it is on the opposite side. They could dive right on in. There's the teleport. It is going to be coming into bot lane. Kodiku is going to find Orb. Orb doing a lot of damage, but he's going to get stunned out and knocked back from Tristana with a great move as Tristana rocket jumps on out, and Spoofu using the ultimate to run on away as 3 members and now 4 members of Team East Coast are going to be in bot lane. Bounchigawamo is going to find Spoofu, but Bao is in a sticky situation. He's going to be forced to run on away here and go recuperate with his team and start pushing down onto this bottom tower as it's going to fall. Dragon is on up. They do have 4 members. They could go and push the Dragon as 2 members are pushing in mid lane, but it's a very risky play if they choose to do it. If you take a look there, Lamenta has no mana, so this would be a great time for Team East Coast to go do the Dragon. It does look like they are trying to rotate onto mid lane. There's Janna, who is going to get caught out with that Pillar of Ice, forced to run on away. Kodiku trying to get in there, but there's Spoofu with the true damage, the nice pop-up. They do not come and join as Cody is going to get Chum the Water with a beautiful flash on out. There's Yasuo, who does dash on him, but he's exhausted, trying to use the minions to get the gap closed. Then Janna with a nice pop-up as Lamenta trying to get close enough to Joy of Gaming. Not going to do it as Kodiku runs on away. Meanwhile, this whole time, Caitlyn pushing bot lane, getting that farm already at 118 as we see Orb does get engaged on there just a little bit. But no harm, no foul to get everything all set. And there we look. I can't summon. Does use the ultimate with a nice pop-up on Spoofle as he's going to start taking the tower. And Orb as well is going to get stuck in a sticky situation. They do pick up one kill. Of course, that is going to be on Bounce. Wow, wow, as Orb picks it on up. But that's not what they were looking for. They wanted things to definitely swing in their favor a little bit more, as there's the pop-up from Yasuo, and Blazing is not going to do any damage due to that wind wall. Going to be right in his face, stopping anything. And a very scary overall. Now, as Team East Coast goes on this momentum spree, they're going to start pushing right up onto this mid lane. Cody-kun, so tanky, has now the finished Blade of the Rune King, and he does not care whatsoever, as it does look like this mid tower is going to fall, as Lamenta tries to do the damage onto the Joy of Gaming. Lamenta so very low, one more auto attack. It's Heartsea picks up the kill, and of course the tower as well. And that was a great turnaround from Team East Coast, a massive snowball for the last 2 minutes that has put them in the lead now. A turnaround, 12 kills to 11, but the biggest difference comes down to the tower and the dragon pickup. So now, MitosisBurnt at that 25,000 to, of course, 25,000.5 on Team East Coast here. And this is where Team East Coast, they just won the last 2 fights. So in their minds, they are confident right now. They are going to try for this snowball, continue on with the win that they've just achieved. They've taken down the mid tower. They could push yet again for another mid tower. As we see MitosisBurnt getting some wards on out, trying to scout ahead, make sure that they have vision if somebody is going to go and invade. Everyone farming it, getting their money. Yasuo with the core build now done, has that static shiv, and the boot's going to be going for that Blade of the Rune King next, so that when he ults on in, he's able to stick to high priority targets and dash and move incredibly fast. As you see, it's Heartsea in a very sticky situation. He does get popped on up and knocked back from the Janna with the rocket jump to try and run away, as Joy of Gaming and Lamenta look like they could go for a little stroll and duke it on out. Spoofu trying to go on in, not get the kill, gives it on over to Blazing. Sharing is caring. It can be fun, as Lamenta is going to get taken down from Joy of Gaming with a nice pop-up, and Orb, can he get close enough? Is using that Youmuu's Ghost Blade. Can he gap close? No, he can't, even through. Double jump on that Q, using it to get as close as possible, but was not able to pick it on up. Overall, now we are going to see MitosisBurnt counter pushing into this bot tower. But bouncing a Wow showing on up with I Can't Summon, the good pop-up from Little Wings. And the slow, though, as Little Wings is going to get double popped on up, and Janna could fall here. Little Wings is going to run on away, knowing that it's time to save the AD carry. But there's the Cupcake, so fattening is not going to save it. Bouncing a Wow does not mind if that Cupcake has some extra fat in it, because he's getting his pockets loaded with gold, and it was just stolen from that Janna's corpse. Now Master Yi picking up the red buff. We take a look. He does have that Feral Flame, the Feral Flare. So as he continues to kill the big creeps, he's going to get even more and more and more damage. One of those things where you got to be very careful. The later that this game goes on, Tristana's going to be a hyper carry. But so is Master Yi. So is Fiora. So is Caitlyn. Something that they need to be very careful of here. But they do, of course, have the Wombo combo, at least on Team East Coast, from the Yasuo and the Wukong, as well as Braum. Something that they can do it, as we see Spoofu is going to be doing it out with Cody-kun in the top lane. But Spoofu going to be using that ultimate from Master Yi to get himself out of dodge. He does not want to be there any longer than he has to be. As Lamenta is going to find I Can't Summon, and Joy of Gaming. There's Shum the Water is going to be going in and out of Joy of Gaming. The wall is going to come down, but Spoofu as well trying to show on up in there as Little Wings as well. There's the pop-up from Joy of Gaming, but the finish from Fiora. There's one kill. She's trying for more, trying to lock down onto a target, but there's Trundle finally coming on in. Cody-kun is going to be sucking away some of that AD from Orb, as Orb trying to get as much assistance as he can, but Cody-kun so much damage as Spoofu with a nice meditate and heal, but he's going to drive to It's Heartsea, as It's Heartsea with a nice rocket jump on in, picks up 2, and he's going now into Little Wings, has the red buff ticking. There's the triple jump, trying for the triple kill. Auto attack, double, triple kill is going to get picked up from It's Heartsea. And that is what Team East Coast needs. They now have the minions. Now all that's left is, of course, Blazing to defend it. And this should be a mid tower picked on up for Team East Coast. As Trundle diving on in, does not care. He's got so much health regeneration. When a minion dies, you can see 29, 29, 29 all the time. And every time that he goes on up and bites a minion, of course, he's getting 60 plus HP. He's got the phage. He's going to go for that Trinity Force. He is an unstoppable force right now. He's going on in, sucking away the carry stats, making them incredibly squishy, giving it to himself, and tearing this enemy team apart. Meanwhile, it's Heartsey is chunking people down, of course, playing that Tristana, has the Blade of the Rune King, has the Zeal, keeping his distance, auto-attacking anybody that gets close enough to him, doing a great job, as well as Yasuo and this Wukong doing that combo. But this does look like it is going to be mid-tower falling here. MitosisBurnt picks it on up. As now we will see Spoofo and Joy of Gaming duking it out into bottom. There's the pop-up, and Yasuo ultimate! Meditate coming on out. Spoofo trying to run away, but it's not going to be enough as Joy of Gaming snipes down the kill with that Q, and he's going to be going on home as Janna trying to find him on out. Will not see him as Yasuo will get home safe. Taking a look, though, for MitosisBurnt's items, Fiora now has that Ravenous Hydra as well as Blade of the Rune King. Or sorry, not Blade of the Rune King. Youmuu's Ghost Blade. Now Master Yi has the Youmuu's Ghost Blade and the Feral Flame. They have so much damage that is coming out of MitosisBurnt, but they're so very squishy. Fizz did pick up the Athene's Holy Grail rather than going for the Hourglass or the Lich Bane early. And Janna sitting back, has the Frozen, or has the Glacial Shroud. Could be going for the Frozen Heart or a Frozen Fist. As we see the ultimate coming in out of I Can't Tell with a nice disengage from Little Wings, but there's the Yasuo and Wukong combination as Cody Kuhn picks up one kill. We are going to see there's Fiora coming on in now doing a ton of damage. Lots of splash, but she's going to get evaporated as I Can't Summon picks up the kill here overall. And another fight that has swung in Team East Coast's favor. This is what they're looking for, these constant team fights in mid lane where they're able to just group up, do the damage, pick up kills. And that's what Team East Coast is doing right now. They're going to be pushing down now onto the mid tower. I Can't Summon with a nice stun onto Blazing this slow. One more auto attack is going to be stunned, but Spoofo is exhausted. Even though he picks up one kill, he is going to be going on for even more. Running on away as I Can't Summon. Blazing picking up a double kill, and he's trying for even more. There's the teleport coming in on from Fizz, and he wants to pick up some kills. Caitlyn cannot get close enough to snipe on down as Joy of Gaming is going to be soloing the dragon here for Team East Coast, picking up some gold. But Fizz still on the chase of It's Heartsey, trying to get close enough. There he does, but a nice rocket jump from It's Heartsey, and now he's going to be on the high ground, ulting away Lamenta, but there's the pop-up going in onto Little Wings. Joy of Gaming, one more auto attack. Can he do it? The shield is there. The Fizz cannot land Chum the Waters, as Joy of Gaming is so very fast. Ace in the hole is going to hit him, and he's so very low, but he's going to use those minions to dash on through and separate him from the enemies, looking to get the pop-up here. But what he does not see, he's going for the execute. Can he get it? And Blazing, with that ace in the hole, is going to be able to pick up the kill. A great play overall from Blazing to have that sight, knowing the Yasuo's running away, getting close enough for the ace in the hole, putting it right in there, doing the damage, so that when Yasuo tries for the execution, it is at least going to somebody. Now, right now, what MitosisBurnt needs is some tankability. They are so squishy, they have the damage. They need to start getting the resistance because nobody on that team can kill Trundle. Trundle in a 1v1 situation is able to melt anyone on MitosisBurnt right now. But Caitlyn, with her last double kill and delayed triple kill overall, now 5-2 with 194 farm. She's going for that last Whisper next. And she is going to be doing a lot of damage. It is going to be spewing out of that rifle like nobody's business. But we do see that Yasuo finished up the Blade of the Rune King. He now has a best friend sword. Could be going for that Infinity Edge, giving it him even more critical chance and more critical damage. As Braum doing a great job, just forcing out Little Wings, taking a little bit of a trade, but not scared whatsoever because he is a man. He is Braum. Does not mind taking a little bit of harass. Tristana, though, finishing up that Phantom Dancer and going for that last Whisper next. So she's going to sit in the back, and if nobody can touch her, she is going to melt everybody's face, even more so than Caitlyn is now. 5 members of Team East Coast pushing right up onto this mid lane. Janna very easily able to disengage as there's the ice pillar coming out. Not gonna do it. Fizz trying to separate the team. Catch somebody on out, goes in and I can't summon. Does want to back on away as he already has 2 stacks, 2 more, and he is gonna get stunned. No wards there, they are checking to see, and so very close to spotting one, except so very far. As we see Lamenta chilling off again in the wings, trying to find a kill, trying to snipe somebody on out. But MitosisBurnt does not want to fight in these small areas. Lamenta being very, very tricky. And I can't summon taken to half HP as Blazing now is going to be fighting with Cody-kun. There's the ultimate going in onto Blazing. As Cody's sucking away some of the stats and he attacks ever so fast. There's the ultimate coming out from I Can't Summon. That's not going to hit onto anybody. And that's Fizz. There's Chum the Waters. They're going to be going into I Can't Summon. That's the tank and he's going to die. Spoofu has 1 kill now. Bouchikawawa is going to be using the ultimate. Popping up 3 members as Cody-kun is still alive doing so much. He is going to take down 2 himself and he's trying even more as Lamenta is still alive. And Janna now is going to be stuck in the middle of everybody, but she picks up the kill. And now this is where Lamenta is not being focused out there, touching onto Little Wings. And that is a kill. Yet another one for Lamenta. He's trying the fake stop juke from Bouchikawawa, and he's gonna go and play around with Lamenta here and his mental game. Bao doing a great job utilizing the fact that he's got the clone. Stop. Don't move. Now move. A great job there overall. A fight that did not swing in anybody's favor per se. An interesting engage though overall. They did choose to fight on over by the Wraith camp. Catching somebody out, they engaged on I Can't Summon, who is the support rather than trying to focus out some of the high damage dealers. And because they didn't go for the high damage dealers, we saw that Cody-kun was able to pick up a double kill while 3 people beat his face. Overall, though, they're just going to be clearing out some wards, going back, buying their items. Randuin's is picked up now for the Wukong. Bao's able to dash on in there, pop everyone up, and then slow them. Cody getting tanky, now has the Giant's Belt. Could be going for a Randuin's himself. Down over, that is going to be an Infinity Edge picked up for Yasuo. As Braum going for another Randuin's. That will be 3 potential Randuin's here that will be on for Team East Coast. And then Tristana, again, trying to save some money up for that last Whisper. As she's going to go on home. And she will go and buy it if she chooses. She's instead going to go for the Infinity Edge. Now Caitlyn, switching on over here, talk about MitosisBurnt's damage and their carrying items. We do see that Last Whisper was picked up for Caitlyn, and Frozen Fist, or Iceborne Gauntlet, was picked on up for Janna. An interesting choice, but that means every time she's going to use a skill, she's able to put down more CC because she can slow all of Team East Coast if they choose to walk on over the spot. Now Fizz has the Hourglass. He's going to dash on in, try to kill a target. Hourglass, draw in people to focus him on out. And of course, Playful Trickster, wait for his cooldowns to come out and do some crazy stuff. Now Master Yi going for that Randuin's Omen himself. Has that Feral Flare. Of course, you see there's Tristana starting to go in on the Baron. She's going to start soloing it as bottom tower does fall. MitosisBurnt picking it on up. And Fiora with the Last Whisper. When she goes in and uses that ultimate, she's going to do a whole bunch of Spoofu. Trying to go in onto Joy of Gaming. Does not want to dive underneath the tower. Tristana this whole time, though, is over at Baron. We see Braum is shielding it. Does not look like they can do it. And they are going to be backing on away as Fizz is pushing top. And 2 members of MitosisBurnt pushing bottom, pushing mid, and pushing top. Overall, they are split pushing like crazy. There we see that tower getting taken down very, very low. Bouchikawawa showing on up. There's Spoofu, though, is there as well if they choose on to fight. Fizz is going to be split pushing into the top lane. Fiora down near bottom could choose to split there as well because Team East Coast is grouping. They do have teleports. Fiora has teleport. Fizz as well if they choose to go and fight. There's Cody-kun going to be going in on the Little Wings. There's the ultimate coming on out. As Cody taken to half HP, but he's going to heal up incredibly fast as that bottom tower did fall. There's the ultimate coming out. Spoofu is going to get locked down with a nice flash on over into the Meditate. He is going to survive, but he needs to run on away as Joy of Gaming does use the Wind Wall, which is going to save his life. And of course, that face in the mountain is also going to give him even more HP. As he picks up the kill onto Little Wings, and now Blazing is going to get stunned underneath the tower, trying to get out of the way, but there's Fiora dashing in onto It's Heartsy. He picks up 1 kill, now he's going to be forced to fight on with Cody-kun. He wants to go for the inhibitor, cannot pick it up, as Fizz is trying to clean up the kills down into the mid lane. Bouchikawawa picked up the kill, it looked like, onto Blazing. Oh, but Spoofu coming on in. He could be walking into a trap. Then nice dodge. He's trying to put the damage. There's Chum the Waters, and there's a whole bunch of members there. Chum the Waters picks up the kill, and now they're going to be continuing on as Spoofu walks out with a double. That whole time, Fiora was bottom while that mid fight happened. She took that tower. She's going for that inhibitor. She tried everything in her power, but she did die, of course, as Cody Kuhn made sure of it. But Tristana also paid with her life. Overall, a very risky play kind of started all of this. They went over to the Baron pit. They started doing it while mid was getting pushed from Caitlyn and Janna. Fizz was up in top lane. Fiora was down at bottom lane. And then Master Yi rotated in mid. They had a hard engage that ended up going all over the jungle down bottom. And the whole thing was just a distraction. They were really trying to just distract for Fiora to do the damage. But overall, once Trundle went on back, he was able to play defense. He's the ultimate individual because, again, no one right now can 1v1 him as he does so much damage. Now Fizz picking up a needlessly large rod. Fiora getting some HP on her now, so she's not as squishy. She's got that higher HP pool. And Master Yi now with the Randuin's Omen. Oh, Chum the Waters is not going to land as it's Heartsease flashes now down. Braum trying to rotate on up. There's Cody Kuhn going on into mid lane using the Randuins. Blazing, trying to do everything that they can. Bouncing go wow with the Cycler, with the Nimbus Strike. Does not get close enough for the Cyclone to pop everyone on up. Fiora once again split pushing into bottom as a nice pop-up onto Lamenta is going to happen, and that gap close. And of course, critical strike, because Lamenta has that, or Joy of Gaming, sorry, has that Infinity Edge, even though he is 11, 11, and 10. He still does a whole bunch of damage as now Cody Kuhn and Blazing are going to duke it out now. Bounchika Wow now coming from the side. There's a Cyclone that's going to pop everyone on up, and Cody Kuhn picks up the kill now onto Blazing as Lil Wings wants to run on away, but he's going to take the stun. And Bounchika Wow should be able to finish up that kill or chase the Little Wings for eternity. As now Fiora and Yasuo are going to be duking it out near that bottom inhibitor. There we see a lot of damage, and Orb is going to be using that ultimate. So much from the Blade Wall. It's the flash coming on out. The pop-up though into the ultimate from Joy of Gaming will pick up the kill as now mid-tower is going to fall for MitosisBurnt. They're going for that inhibitor and should be able to pick it up as well. It does look like they might be trying to close out the game. There's 11 seconds for Blazing to come on up. 33 seconds for Orb. As Yasuo is not there. There's Lamenta going on in though. The nice ultimate from I Can't Summon. Lamenta waiting for his cooldowns going in on it. It's Heartsease. And there's Spoofu as well. Picks up one kill. Now they're going to be duking it out. Lamenta so very low. Cannot pick up the kill here. Instead, he goes onto the Playful Trickster. Onto the pole. He's untargetable. Picks up one. And he does fall eventually. As now Master Yi going on in. Bounchika Wow is going to drop to the triple kill of Spoofu, who is so very strong. And he does find the Yasuo. Does he choose to fight? That is the question. The pop-up does not land. As there's the teleport coming out here from Fiora. She is going to be rushing in out of that bottom inhibitor. 30 seconds overall. 18 seconds on that Tristana here. You have 15 seconds on I Can't Summon. The Braum will be going to defend. And of course Yasuo, who is going to be rotating down bottom. Last time that they had this fight, Yasuo won it. This Blaze is going to be tanking in onto that mid tower. It does drop. And do they defend that bottom inhibitor, or do they defend the tower? That's the question. Joy of Gaming goes on into Orb with the pop-up Ignite combo. There's Fiora with a lot of damage, but Joy of Gaming not scared at all as he does so much more. And that mid tower now does fall. Inhibitors are still up though. For Team East Coast, MitosisBurnt trying everything they can to get an advantage. They do take towers left and right. And they do have a gold advantage, but overall team fights have not been going their way at all. And this is where the Baron Pinks come on out, Team East Coast. They are all there. Spoofu is going to be rotating on up. It's Heartsease going to be sniping it in on over the wall. Blazing trying to rotate on over. Little Wings trying to get some vision. Lamenta comes in from the top, but this Baron is evaporating. Will they get there in time? No, it doesn't. That is going to be a Baron pick on up as we see Blazing trying to run on away. It's Heartsease bringing the damage. But this is going to be a rotation on through. There's Trundle coming in from the side. The nice Ice Pillar. They're forced to run on away. Little Wings does with a great separation. Kicks everybody on out and disengages that fight. Beautifully done. But this does look like it is going to be a mid-rush onto those double towers. They have the super minions. This is where the last fight will begin. Will Team East Coast be able to secure out the victory here? Or MitosisBurnt pick up the win? Team East Coast has the Baron. They can fight. They've won the last team fights that they've done. That's all it takes. One more and it could end the game on out. A nice dodge from Lamenta. That is a 8-second cooldown for the Playful Trickster. There's the engage. It does look like Yasuo getting popped up. Not going to be enough. They cannot find the opportunity or the target to go in on. The pop-up does not land as Lamenta is going to be going in here. There's the pop-up from Braum and a shutdown instantaneously as we see his Heartsease going to drop as well. And this is where MitosisBurnt doing so much damage. Lamenta's trying to run out of the way. Doesn't get close enough to Cody Kuhn, so he picks up the kill right into the mouth of that troll as now Spoofoo is going to be going in onto Bounce Chica Wow Wow. Overall, a complete massacre and a huge fight swing as now 38 seconds is going to be the soonest that somebody can get on up while 4 members of MitosisBurnt are alive, going to be pushing down for these inhibitors. No one left but Braum for the defenses. He's going to be backing there in the Dragon Pit, waiting for Tristana to come up and give him some assistance. 20 seconds now. They should be able to pick up this middle inhibitor, no problem. As minions are going to be pushing down into that bottom inhibitor, they might be able to pick up 2. As this mid inhibitor is taken so very low, it does drop, and now it does look like MitosisBurnt is going to be pushing down onto this bottom inhibitor, and there it goes. They are going to back on out. A successful fight overall, just again due to the splitting. You look back at the fight here, instantaneously, Joy of Gaming died so fast. That Deathfire Grasp from Fizz. Lamenta blew up Yasuo, all of his HP, 2 skills. Joy of Gaming needs a Banshee's Veil or a Guardian Angel ASAP. So that does not happen. But a great play to pick off an immediate member. Lamenta then focusing out its Heartsea, using the Hourglass, baiting everybody in the whole time. Cody Kuhn running around. He did pick up the kill, of course, onto Lamenta, but only after his whole team evaporated, because the thing that MitosisBurnt has, damage from everyone. Fiora, whole bunch of damage. Master Yi, incredibly big right now, going for that Blade of the Rune King, has the Static Shift, has the almost Ghost Blade, and there we see Lamenta duking it out with Cody Kuhn, and Chum the Waters Ignite combo with that Fire Grasp, and Cody, the tanky frontline, he is gonna die. This is gonna give MitosisBurnt great potential to just push top lane. They have supers that are gonna be pushing bottom. They have supers that are gonna push mid. They could go for the double super by taking that top inhibitor. Insane play overall and a great catch out, and Lamenta knowing his champion enough to pick up the kill. And right now, Team East Coast playing defense. They're getting pushed in all lanes, in top, in mid, and in bottom. Joy of Gaming is going to be separating out Lamenta here, and no wind wall comes down, but Chum the Water does not land. There we see it does look like MitosisBurnt going to be peeling up onto that top tower, taking it down, looking for that top inhibitor. And that is going to fall as well. They're waiting for Trundle to come on back. 6 seconds before he joins the fray. Superman is now going to be coming into the base here. They do need to keep clearing. Nice 90 caliber net to stay away from Yasuo. As Yasuo is going to be forced to flash on away. There's a bomb ultimate that is going to be going in onto Little Wings. That's not the person that they want to engage on. And the nice ultimate from John is going to kick Yasuo right into the mouth of Fizz. And there we see that Cody Kuhn trying to go out of Blazing. Blazing do a whole bunch of damage, and he picks up the kill. As now it's still Spoofoo, and he is alive. He's got the double. He's looking for more. Another Alpha Strike. He's looking for the triple. He's still trying to focus on targets. As Orn picks up another kill. There's the triple kill from Spoofoo. In total, as a Blazing picks up the final kill, an overall ace, as Team East Coast dies to MitosisBurnt's snowball in the last 10 minutes of the game. The double Nexus explosion as Team East Coast bows on down and comes into second place in this tournament here. Pulsefire Gaming's LCS tournament congratulates MitosisBurnt for a successful win here and overall picking up the championship for quarter 2. They are the winners. They are victorious. Second place goes to Team East Coast. We will soon find out who third and fourth place are. Of course, those people also we do thank, because they are going to get prizes. And we thank the viewers who've been watching this whole time. Every week, you guys are loyal coming on in. And of course, the people who are watching the finals, I thank you very much for taking some time out of your night. I hope you